You should probably dump Cardano. In fact, if you see any asset in cryptocurrency doing what Cardano is doing right now, you should dump it, because this pattern is super repetitive. It's been going on for like the last 2 years. It happens nearly every single time. And if you cannot spot this pattern with your cryptocurrencies, you're going to keep losing your money over and over again. And frankly, this is pretty urgent because it's happening with Cardano right now, and you're probably about to suffer the consequences. So if you are holding this, or you're in one of these smart contract systems that's similar to Cardano, I pay really close attention, because this keeps happening over and over again, because this is not what investors do. They do the opposite every single time. And if you can just be like, hey, they're probably going to do this thing they've done every single time with every other coin ever, you can probably stop yourself from losing a lot of money in cryptocurrency. And it's going on in spades with Cardano. Cardano is cartwheeling down the hallway with a shirt with a middle finger on it while playing a saxophone and pressing its butt cheeks against the wall and pooping all over it. It's a gross situation. It's begging for your attention to be looked at, but people won't look at, because it's like the future of like Africa, and the guy with the beard says it's good, and you can trade NFTs on it, which no other smart contract system can do. So look, guys, it's really early in the morning, and I need to get this video out because the market's tanking, and I think it's a little bit urgent that I get it out. So without further ado, I'm just going to get into it. Like always, if you want to see what I'm investing in a lot earlier, as you guys know, I focus 99% on gaming cryptos. And as you can see, the things I've called on Twitter, Altura's up like 5x, D-Rake's up like 6, 5, 4x, I don't even know. C-Defi, the list is endless. If you want to see the things I'm investing in early, I'm never going to mention them on this channel, which is why you should follow me at CSS Becker. And what I'll do before I invest in things is I'll leave little tiny riddles in like the comment section, or little hints, like a picture of this horse, so that my most engaged followers can get into this stuff early and we don't cause any pumps. Then when it does grow, because it's a good project, you make money, like everyone who follows me on Twitter. So let's get into it. Okay, guys, so we're looking at the Cardano chart right now. This is a really cool, pretty chart right here. Everyone must be thrilled about it when they woke up this morning. I don't really care, because anything related to Cardano, one, I don't really deal in it too much, but if I was, I would have booked for the hills a long time ago, and it's really simple. And if you're new to crypto, you probably just don't get this. What you need to understand in crypto, and you really need to get this, especially when you're trading in microcaps or you're trading in basically anything in crypto, is the market isn't based around what the technology is actually doing. Okay, for example, first off, Cardano's never written a single smart contract on the system. Nobody even knows it will work. Okay, so am I saying that as a dig at Cardano? Well, no, it's not a great thing. No one's sitting around like, well, that's a benefit to this system right here, the fact that nobody even knows what the hell it does. No. Okay, calm down. What I'm saying is that people aren't trading on what the actual technology is doing. In perspective, Cardano's in the best spot it's ever been in. Smart contracts are releasing in the next 2 weeks, something like that, if they do it. That being said, people aren't investing in that. They're investing in what they think other people are going to invest in, and they're divesting in what they think other people are going to do. They're not investing in Cardano. They're investing in what they believe other people are going to think about Cardano. That's what the market is, at least on the DeFi side. When you look at like crypto gaming, where you have a project like Axie, for example, that people are actually using, the growth is fueled by actual user adoption. No one's using Cardano, so we're all just trying to play a game of outpredict each other in this market right here. And when that happens, what people are going to do is they're going to buy the rumors and they're going to sell the news. More so when a big event is coming up, what people do is they invest early to prep for that big event. And then right before the event happens, they dump it, because there's no longer any peak. There's nothing to FOMO people into it any further. I want to show you this in a better perspective. So this is a coin called B20, all right? And it basically is a giant fund of all of Beeple's artwork. He's the most profitable or highest ticket selling artist in all of NFTs. Okay, and so I invested in this around $5. Now, why did I do this? Well, Beeple had an auction coming up, and his artwork was probably going to go for record numbers. So of course, if you had access to a giant fund that had all of his best artwork in it, and you own a percentage of it, that's basically what it does right here, that was going to skyrocket in value. So I got into this right here. Now, as you can see, as we got closer and closer to the date, the price started skyrocketing. Have you seen something similar with Cardano? It's done this before, actually. Cardano did this all the way back in March when its last update was being passed. So you can see right here, it absolutely skyrocketed. And then his artwork sold for $65 million. And you can see the second bump right here. I exited right here around $20 to $22. Why did I do this? Well, one, I just want to take my money and run. I'm just going to be straight with you at the time. I didn't quite have this lesson down pat like I do right now. I was just like, you know what? I saw it dip before. I'm going to take my money and run. Apparently, a lot of other people felt the same way, and that makes no sense. Why are people selling when his artwork just sold at a record number? Why are people selling Cardano when smart contracts are right around the corner? It's because there's no more gains to be made. The reason why people are in cryptos, I'm going to be completely straight with you. People go on Twitter all the time. They're saying, you know, this is the future of this. We're investing in the unbanked. All the freedom talk, all the world future. Look, I'm going to be straight with you. Everybody telling you that, they're full of shit. Everybody is trying to get you to buy something higher than what they bought it for. That is what crypto is. And people are here to make money. Nobody's here to hold Cardano. People are here because they think Cardano is going to explode and make everybody rich. It already has. It already did that. Now what people are going to do with this Cardano pump right here is they're going to say, all right, cool, there's no more money to be made in Cardano because as soon as smart contracts come up, what future news is going to fuel these gains? That's exactly what fueled the B20 gains. And I'm only using B20. There's a billion other examples of this in crypto. I'm using B20 because it's just an apparent example. Right here, all the potential future of B20 was fueling it. As soon as you actually get to that future, nobody cares about coins anymore in crypto, especially if they're not being adopted. We aren't using smart contracts for literally anything in our society. There's nothing to fuel the growth of it going forward. Thus, people aren't going to be able to make money and sell it to someone for higher than they bought. Or at least there's not going to be something to fuel that FOMO and hype. So what's the easier way for an investor to make money? Well, you're seeing it happening right here. We've seen this big peak right here. Everybody's in massive profit that bought right here. They're going to sell, and they're going to take this profit and say, what on this chart right here, what in this list of coins is probably going to pump next? For example, XRP is about to win their lawsuit. So a savvy investor would say there's no more news coming up on Cardano. Once smart contracts are out, there's really nothing to lead up to. Where can we make our money next? And I know what you're saying. Well, no, Alex, you know, Cardano has a big, bright future. And, you know, Charles Hoskinson has emus. Look, I get it, man. I've seen the emus. The thing you need to understand is this is already priced in. It has an $83 billion market cap, dude. Like, what? It doesn't even do anything yet. Where do you think this price comes from? It comes from the future potential that people think it's going to have. So when you actually get to the news event, what a lot of people that are new in crypto will think is that, oh, now that we're here, now it's going to take off. No. What you have to understand is that most crypto investors are investing 6 months out of what they think a project is going to do. So we're actually investing in where Cardano is going to be 6 months from now. That's where the price is at, because this is called speculation. Because the crypto market is speculative. It's not based on actual adoption. So what we're doing is we're speculating where Cardano is going to be 6 months from now. Now we're buying it, and so you have to understand everything's following that 6 month kind of lag. And so we're seeing exactly what Cardano did in March. Am I saying Cardano is not going to go to $8 to $10 if they don't get smart contracts here out? Yeah, it's definitely not going to do that. But what I'm saying right now is we're going to see Cardano do the same exact thing that we see when there's any big news event in crypto. People buy it up, and then when they think the hype and FOMO is over, they sell it, regardless of what the coin is actually doing. Now, you have to understand one other flip side of this as well. It's really a bad idea with anything to be holding it right before the news event hits. For example, you've gotten all your gains in Cardano right now. Supposedly, the smart contracts are releasing here very, very soon. But if they don't release, you're going to see the big bloodbaths in Cardano. It's going to be horrible. It's going to be horrid. So there's really no benefit to holding these gains into this. Just wait for the smart contracts to release, and then if you want to get back in, it's going to dump anyways because of the news. Because the FOMO and hype is over, give you a way better entry, and then next, if it doesn't deliver, ooh, you're in a bad spot. You're in a really bad spot. Because most people carry giant sums of money in Cardano because it's so far up, the market cap's so hot, you're only going to make a lot of money if you have a giant sum of money in there. Just period. If you got in at 2 cents, 5 cents, it's time to take your money and roll the dice again. It's definitely not time to treat Cardano like a savings account. So that's my 2 cents, guys. And overall, I really don't like this type of investing. I used to do it a lot. I don't like it anymore. I don't like swing trading things because it's tedious. That's exactly why I invest in crypto gaming, because I buy things super duper cheap at their lowest possible prices that I think are going to be used in the future and actually used through adoption. For example, if we go look at Axie right now, I'm sure it's down because the market's down. So don't act like I'm sitting here saying this stuff is not fueled by the market. But a game like Axie right here is actually being played. Like, people aren't going to stop playing Axie because Cardano's down and Bitcoin is going down. They're just not. Are we going to see a dip? Yeah, definitely. But in a bear market, when these games are being played, they're just going to keep being played. People are not going to stop playing play to earn games. Crypto is not going to be delayed when it comes to coming to the mainstream in gaming. This is needed now. NFTs in games, DeFi in games, it's needed now. And it's going to be the strongest thing that is adopted in all of crypto because it's actually being used, not speculatively planned. It's not like maybe going to be the future of Africa. It's actually something that everyone is going to be playing all around the world because it's an absolute revolution in how people can earn income. And something that is needed as a technology now, not something that like will be nice to have like 5 to 10 years in the future like DeFi is. I just wanted to point out this trend to you because if you're not aware of this and you're new in crypto, you're going to get wrecked over and over again. You should never hold into something. You should never hold into the delivery of the product. You should always buy leading up to the product. And frankly, we're looking at the culmination of all that Cardano's ever set out to be. Every single person who bought at 2 cents, 5 cents, 10 cents, $1 was buying for the hopes that smart contracts were being released. They were buying to get into this big pump that's happening right now. Now that the pump's over, what do you think they're going to do? Well, exactly what you're seeing right now. In fact, they're getting out just a little bit early because they know if Charles doesn't drop the smart contracts here in the next few weeks, they are losing all their money. They're not going to hold the bag for you. And so what I would be looking at right now is Polygon. I'd be looking at Solana still. And I'm super interested in those because all the gaming cryptos are going to be happening on those. That's what everything's going to be running on. And really, I think Polygon's the thing that's about to take off. Maybe the AVAX ecosystem. That being said, guys, if you want to see what I'm investing in a lot earlier, I can't make videos as much as I want to because I'm actually running a business at the same time. Follow me on Twitter at CSS Becker. Like I said, I always give hints on the coins I'm investing in. I leave little riddles. I give little hints. If you want to see those little tips and riddles, follow me on Twitter at CSS Becker. I don't have anything else to say today. I got some other stuff to do, so I'll catch you later.